Issa Rae? Look at how Issa Rae started. Awkward black girl? Y'all saw it. Y'all saw it. And guess what? Y'all saw what that got her too. Just because she put herself out there and she actually started making her own stuff. Stop waiting for other people. Start making your own stuff and get on the Issa Rae path.
Work. To me, I be work. You see me do me dirt. So me by that work.
Hello, my beautiful independent filmmakers. If you found this video, it's because you're ready to jump into the beauty of chaos. My name is Shy. I'm a writer, filmmaker, and producer, and I'm here to share knowledge so you don't have to learn the hard way. First thing you should know is there are 3 major parts to making a movie: pre-production, production, and post-production. So, in the pre-production phase, this is basically everything you're going to do for your film before the actual filming date. It's the planning stage, creative and logistically wise. You're going to write your script, and sometimes writing your script can be considered the development phase. However, we're just going to make it easy for you today, and we're going to stick to the pre-production phase. It's going to include writing your script first. It also includes forming your team, the people who are going to help you put this film together, even if it's just 1 or 2 people. You're going to do your budget, your scheduling, breakdowns to production heads. Production phase is going to include everything from location scouting, your storyboards, your shot list, your production designs, your castings, your rehearsals, where you prepare your call sheet, and equipment prep. Production is also where you're going to get your licenses and any permits that you're going to need to make your film the professional way. You know everything that's going to be needed from you to complete the pre-production phase. The next stage is your production phase. This is the day of filming, or the days of filming. It could even be the weeks of filming. So now that we know everything you need for the pre-production phase of making your short film, now it's time to move to the production phase. This is going to be the day of filming, or the days of filming. It could even be the weeks of filming. If you have a big budget, maybe even months of filming. But for the purpose of today's video, let's just say we're weekend filmmakers, right? So you want to keep your production down to 1-2 days max, especially if you have people volunteering their time. Now, the director, the producer, and the DP are going to work together to create your schedule for production. And I'll have another video going more into detail about everything you're going to need to make sure you have a smooth filming day. That filming has been completed. Congratulations, by the way. It's a big feat to make a film. A lot of work and a lot of energy goes into it, so big ups to you. But now that you're done with production, it's time to move into one of my favorite parts, which is going to be the post-production phase. This is where you're going to do your editing, your color grading, your soundtrack, your audio, film festivals. This is where you can get really creative about getting exposure and eyes on your film. It's an important process. Every single process, whether it's development, pre-production, production, or post-production, they're all important parts about making a film. And that's what I love. It's just so many moving parts to it. I know what you're thinking. Did you take notes? I hope you did. And if you didn't, don't worry. I'll be dropping even more detailed videos about each step and each process. We are going to get our films made this year. The time is now. No more waiting. No more games. Oh, this sounds like a lot. And that's because it is. Making a film takes a lot of energy. It takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of dedication. And it takes a lot of love. But don't worry, that's why I made this That's why I've made this series. How to make your short film is going to have everything and every step of the process that you need. Don't worry, you're not alone, okay? I've taken detailed notes, and as I get better, so will y'all. I'll be dropping videos every Friday, okay? Filmmaking Fridays are in effect. So I'll be dropping videos every Friday. I know it seemed like a lot of information to take in, and that's because it is. But don't worry, that's exactly why I'll be dropping detailed videos every Friday. So make sure you subscribe so you don't miss Filmmaking Fridays, okay? It's a lot of knowledge. Bring your paper and your pens because we getting movies made all 2024. Okay, so I know most of you have probably heard of Turo, but you can also use Turo to book cars for your film. So if you want to do a car, or if you need a van to transport equipment and cast and all of those things are on Turo. They even have a fun filter. Like, for example, if you wanted to do an old school car, you could literally put 1950 to 1999 and it will bring up all of the cars and you could just have a ball. Sounds like car crashes, footsteps, a cabinet closing. It's really fun for post-production for your audio, so that's definitely a good source as well. Now, REVNA, RVNA, is where you can go to get your production insurance. This is super important, especially if you're like me and you're going to have people getting dragged in your films. You're going to need production insurance. Now, this is not the last resource I have, but it's one of the best. Okay, this is where you can go to get industry standard equipment. That means you don't have to wait for somebody to invest in you. You can invest music producers and directors use. You can get the same equipment and you can get it using ShareGrid. I love ShareGrid for that purpose. You can get equipment, lenses, light packages. I mean, it's a candy store for a filmmaker. Okay, so definitely utilize all of these resources as you're on your journey to make your short film, because they will make your life easier. The short film is writing your script. So if you need help with that, or if you need help writing a script that can be done by you on budget, check out my other video, how to write a script for your short film. I'll have that. It's going to help you to make that you can actually produce and that you can. And if your script is already done and you're ready to start producing, check out my video on everything you need to know as a producer. As y'all heard, there's a ton of steps to making a film, and you don't want to miss any of those. Producing is one of the most important steps in making your film because it's all the logistics. It's all of the parts put together for you. So make sure you check out that video. Alright, y'all, listen, okay? I'll be posting twice a week. That is every Wednesday and every Friday, okay? So y'all can always catch more videos on how to just level up your life and start really making your films. Make this a year where you just bust out those short films back to back to back to back to back. And listen, if you want to improve your credit so that you can start renting that equipment and making more films, check out my video on how you can afford your glow up, okay? Because this is the year we're not sitting watching all of our favorite shows or all of our favorite movies, fantasizing about where they put that light at to make that scene look like that. This year we're making our films. Shonda Rhimes, Tyler Perry,